Welcome to Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out with Julie Caraccio. Every Tuesday at 1 p.m., hear easy to implement tips on decluttering all areas of your life: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and energetic. Learn how to release clutter and get organized to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire. An award-winning professional organizer and coach, Julie is passionate about supporting people in clearing clutter so they can share their gifts with the world and live a more joyful and fulfilling life.
Hey everyone, it is holiday time and I'm so excited because today we're going to be talking technology. We have our favorite technology correspondent, consultant, all around anything awesome technology back again with us, Miss Emily Parks. Today she's going to be giving us tips not only on all the groovy new technology clutter-free gifts that you can give or maybe ask for, but also she's going to suggest different organization and technology tools to help keep you organized, doing all your shopping and everything else that we need to get done this holiday season. She is my go-to person. My husband is a total tech guy. I know zero. And every time I'm like, Emily, give me a gift idea for my husband. So she is a wonderful resource, and I'm so excited because I know I'm going to learn about what's new on the market and everything that's going to help me. All right, let's tell you about Emily. Emily Parks is a productivity consultant and office organizer who founded Organize for Success LLC in 2007. She helps busy professionals and corporate teams use all their available resources to drive desired results, including the organization of their workspace, making workflow processes more efficient, delegation techniques, strategic planning, and implementing the most appropriate tech tools for PCs, Macs, Androids, iPhones, and much more. Emily is an Evernote Business Certified Consultant and a 2015 winner of the Triangle Business Journal's 40 Under 40 Leadership Awards. She is also a huge Wake Forest, Demon Deacons, and San Antonio Spurs fan. Welcome, Emily.
Thank you so much, Julie. I'm glad to be with you today.
We're thrilled to have you back once again, so let's get started because I know you have a ton of good stuff for us. What are your favorite technology tips and tools for helping to get or stay organized for the holidays?
Annual holidays are an excellent time for reconnecting with those that we don't see regularly. However, issues arise when we have outdated contact information for people, and it can be such an ongoing issue to keep up with people's emails and snail mails and ever-changing information. I recommend that you automate the process of keeping your electronic address book current. And there's tools like Easily Do, Human, which is Humin, Sync.me, Brewster, which is Brewster, EverContact, or Full Contact. These are all tools that will integrate with your electronic address book to be able to keep your contacts information current and accurate. Likewise, as you're planning events during the holidays, I recommend that you use electronic invitations. It's environmentally friendly. It helps attendees more easily submit their RSVPs. It helps the host to manage who's responded in what way. And even better, it sends auto reminders. So those that have already RSVP'd will be reminded that the event is coming up, and those that have not yet RSVP'd will be reminded to provide some sort of a response. There's lots of great options for using these electronic invitations, but some quality options include Evite, Eventbrite, Paperless Post, and Ping. But Ping is spelled with two G's, so Pingg. Check what's included in each for the free version versus a premium feature, but I want you to consider that Paperless Post lets you upload your own design from elsewhere, and it doesn't cost extra. It's not a premium feature. So you could purchase artwork from Etsy and then upload it into Paperless Post to really have a customized invitation and make it very personalized to what your messaging and your branding would be for the event. Really important, since our brains are meant for thinking rather than remembering. It's vital to get all those lists related to holiday activities out of our brains and documented somewhere. A pad of paper can work as long as you always have that paper with you when you need that information, but I don't always have the notebook with me when I'm in the grocery store or out at the mall or whatever, so I like several electronic options. Whether it's a shopping list for what's to be cooked, the in-progress list of who's to be gifted, the gift-giving strategy list, or what's been purchased for whom, I love using Evernote for all my list-making needs, but it's not the only option. Santa's bag, the Christmas list, and gift planner are fabulous options for Apple folks. So whether you're using an iPhone or an iPad. Alternatively, Christmas gift list manager, and Christmas list snowball, say that one 10 times quickly, are great Android options. So it doesn't matter what type of device that you're using, you've got an option that would work for your list making needs. And finally, as you're actually out there doing the shopping and getting the actual gifts, Red Laser is a great app for scanning the barcode on the item that you're looking to purchase, and then seeing what are the least expensive options. So say you're in one store and you scan it on Red Laser, and it might tell you that there's another store nearby that has a better option for you. And then Yifty, which is YIFTEE, is a gift-giving option where you can go in, especially for people that don't live near you. You can find out what are options in Yifty that are local to them. So if there's a day spa that's local to somebody out in Colorado or whatever, then you can look at that day spa and then send the gift recipient a gift certificate to that local establishment via a text message or an email. So there's lots of options.
Well, those are all fabulous. I just got invited for the first time to a birthday party through Eventbrite, which I found really interesting because I always think of Eventbrite, you do classes and I do, and that's how I set them up. But that was the first time someone used it for a birthday bash. Now, I'm super excited to try Santa's bag, and I'm not even trying to pronounce the Yifty or whatever it is, but you know, we have all our relatives are spread out through the country, so that's going to be a fantastic option.
Yay!
There's lots of good stuff. All right, and another important question. Speaking of gifting, share with us some of your favorite clutter-free gifts for the 2015 holiday season.
Excellent question, Julie. And while there are plenty of smart home kits or home monitoring hubs and wireless charging options, not everyone needs such expansive tech tools in their lives. Instead, when determining which gifts to consider, it's important to think about lifestyle elements for the recipient for whatever gift that you're giving. For example, if the person is a runner or a walker or just someone that really likes working out, assuming they don't have an Apple Watch or some other similar toy, something to attach their smartphones to their arm would be helpful. Spriggs offers the phone bangies, where you can get up to 2 pockets. So the phone goes on one side, where you peel back the fabric and just slide the phone right in there.
Now, if you're listening via podcast, we've got you covered here on Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out. All of our podcasts are made into video, and this is kind of one of those fun show and tell video days. So if you're listening, when you get home on the computer, check out our YouTube channel, because Emily's going to show us some gifts today. So go ahead, but thank you.
So with Spriggs, the phone bangies, you've got a pocket on one side to put the phone on. You've got a zipper pocket on the other side to put your ID, your credit cards, whatever information you would need. And then you can just slide that right on your arm so that you've got it as you're running or walking or working out wherever.
But most important, it's really pretty.
Oh yes, there's all sorts of different color patterns. So there's options if people don't like a certain color or need another color or whatever. You've got plenty of different options to match the needs of the person that you're giving the gift to. Personally, I like having a drop zone by my entryway. So my keys have a home and I can easily find them as I'm leaving. But I know that's not feasible for everyone. Lots of folks spend plenty of time each morning when they're rushing to get out the door where they're searching for tiny objects like their car keys. And the great news is there are several options for solving this problem. Examples are Tile, Tracker, which is Trackr, and Securitag, Securitag. And although they're different options, there's different price points, they all function pretty much the same. You attach a tile or a tag or some sort of tracking device. Typically, they're a little bit bigger than a quarter, but you attach it to the object that you're trying to track. So, for example, Tile is a sticker that you would stick on your device. The secure tag is actually kind of a keychain type device that you would attach to your keys, and you sync this up with an app that's on your smartphone. So that way, if you have your smartphone with you, you can ping for the object that you're searching for, and you don't have to worry about searching for your keys or whatever you're trying to find. The good thing too is that you don't have to limit it just for car keys. The options for tracking are limitless. You could attach your Tile or your Tracker or your security tag to just about anything that you would need to locate, making sure that the exit in the morning is seamless.
I am so getting that for my mother for Christmas. I think my father's going to fall in love with you, Emily, because I think there's a whole slew of things that we're going to put these on. But, in all seriousness, my other grandmother had Alzheimer's. And I think sometimes with dementia, and just because I can tell you, I'm not super old, but I can tell you as you get older, your memory starts to fade. So these are also great things for, for people who are older.
Absolutely. And I think part of it is being creative about what your specific need is or what the gift recipient's needs are to make sure that it matches, because the options for tagging and tracking are limitless. It doesn't just have to be your car keys, or it could be the lunch bag that you need to take with you or things like that. Another hot topic or hot button for people are cords. Cords are always an issue. So a solution to wrangle in that problem is typically welcomed by everyone. Cable drop. These are little plastic circles that you affix to flat surfaces. So your desktop, could be the wall, could be the countertop in your kitchen. They come from Blue Lounge. And what they allow you to do is keep the cord plugged into the wall and then feed it through this cable drop plug. And then that way, as you want to plug or unplug your devices, you've got that plug right there where you need it. You simply peel it and stick the adhesive backs to your desktop or wherever your devices sit to be charged. You slip the cable through it and it stays there whether your device is attached to it or not. A lot of times we'll have cords that are plugged into the wall, but as soon as we unplug the device from it, it slips off of the countertop or slips off of the desktop. The cable drop keeps it so that it doesn't fall back into that black hole. It keeps it where you can easily attach and unattach your device.
Do you declutter and then in no time you find yourself surrounded by clutter again? Have you tried to let go of your clutter but just don't know how? Are you stuck when it comes to releasing clutter? Are clearing the clutter inside and out releasing, and affirming MP3s support you in all areas of your life: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and energetic. Learn more at reawakenyourbrilliance.com.
But these are what I call a peace of mind, and I'm not going to shoot someone gift, because the other day we had a pantry, in our pantry, I finally bought a glass container to hold pasta, because we would use half the box or quarter of the box of spaghetti, and after 5 times of lifting spaghetti and finding it in the pantry 10 months later, I thought, you know what, I'm going to break down and make an investment so I don't go nuts. And these are the type of things, especially if you have a lot of technology, it's worth spending the money. It's going to be something that you're going to be like, why didn't I get this 10 years ago?
And just little tweaks in how we're dealing with our technology can make it so much less painful and so much more seamless. Like, for example, cable flags. The cable flags are just little tags that you attach to the actual plug of each cord where it goes into your outlet. So for example, if you've got a surge protector where you have multiple different plugs. So in an office environment, this would be, your printer, your phone, your desktop computer, or your laptop computer, all of those different plugs. But in your living room, this could be where you've got the cable box, the TV, all of your gaming system, or you could have all these different plugs in your surge protector, and you're looking at them going, I don't know which one is which. So when you have to reset something or unplug it, you don't know which you're unplugging, or you have to guess and then follow the cord, and it can be a time stealing function to try to unplug and fix it. So with the cable flags, you've got it attached to your cord, you've got it clearly labeled, and you can customize the label for whatever the device is that you're trying to figure out, so you never pull out the wrong plug again.
That's fabulous. And if you're moving and have to set up the TV, I mean, how many times, unless you're really smart, it takes you hours, but then you set it up that way so there's no problems.
Absolutely. And a lot of people will, once they've got it plugged in correctly, they'll take a photo of it. So then that way, when they're resetting it up the next time, they know, okay, here I can look at the photo and remember that's exactly how I need to fix it.
Yes. Excellent tip.
One of my favorite recent finds, I found it earlier this calendar year at the National Association of Professional Organizers Conference, is Neat products. And Neat products have these cable keepers where they come in different colors. So you can get orange or blue or purple or green or whatever color you want. But within that, the fabric is what's colored, but inside of there is a wire, so that no matter how you roll the Neat keeper up, it's going to keep its shape. So thereby, when you unzip it and you slide your cord through it, you have the plug that goes in your device on one end, you have the plug that goes in the wall on the other end of it, and then you can use the fact that this different colored cloth with the wire inside of it will, number one, protect your cord. Number two, keep your cord wrapped up when you're transporting your device that's associated with it. But you can also use different colored Neat cable keepers for different devices. So that way you can look at a glance and say, okay, that's the cord for my smartphone, that's the cord for my tablet, that's the cord for my laptop or whatever, or your headphones or whatever your need is. And it's great for traveling, because then that way you stick all your cords in your bag, you can know at a glance which one is which, and it's still protected and kept neatly packaged.
Oh, Emily, you're going to make me spend more money than I intended, because, we just adopted another cat. And I've noticed when he's in the office, Antonio likes to kind of check out the cord. So, and if you have babies or toddlers, I mean, that's a safety issue for animals and babies.
Absolutely. That's a great point to bring up. I hadn't even thought about that aspect, but that's definitely a good point. Another option from the standpoint of wrapping up cords is the cord wrap from Bobino. And they come in a couple of different sizes. There's actually 3 sizes and 6 different colors. So you've got options for wrapping up various different cords and easily transporting them. I like to keep my smartphone and my tablet cords wrapped up in my Neats cable keeper, but then I'll use the Bobino cord wrap for my headphones or my the
Earbuds.
Yes, earbuds. So when I've got my earbuds wrapped up on this, it fits nicely in my purse or in my bag when I'm traveling, and it makes it easy to transport things. Another great option for transporting smartphone and tablet cords is called cable keeps. Now, the actual charger itself doesn't come with this, but they're kind of shaped like a fish of some sort that enables you to slide the plug for your smartphone into the cable keep. You attach your cord in the back of it, but then you can wrap your cord around the back side of the fish, and it gives you a way to keep it nice and secure. I like the cable keeps because it has a little personality of its own with the actual fish character, and it adds a little bit of fun and color when you're traveling. So when planning your holiday gift giving, you could give any of these cord solutions either individually or maybe bundled together. So maybe you do a Neats cable keeper with one of the cord wrap from Bobino so that people have different options and meet their different cord needs. We all have tons of different cords that we use and that we need for different functionality. So it's good to have different solutions for dealing with each of those.
No, these are all fantastic.
So whether at home or in our offices or while we're traveling, I find that plugs can be an equally big issue for folks, especially when I'm traveling. Newer hotels have started paying attention to the fact that you need extra plugs by the bedside for different items that you need easily accessible. But it used to be, and especially with some of the older hotels, there's just not enough outlets for all of the devices that we take with us. So both Travelocity and Acoustic Research offer travel plugs. They each have multiple outlets. So you take this one little device, which fits easily in your carry-on bag. You can plug in devices using actually the outlet plug on them, but they also have options for plugging in with a USB outlet. So say you want to use just the USB to charge your smartphone and maybe save the outlets for other items that you brought with you. But it's great for airports, train stations, hotels, different places where there just are never enough plugs for all of our charging needs, especially when they're not located close enough together to really and truly be helpful for our travel needs.
You know, by any chance, is that just for America? Because, like, you know, when you travel overseas, they have different voltage. So I didn't know if that was, and that might be a separate thing that you need, but I just was curious, and I didn't. If you don't know, that's okay.
I don't know right off, but that would definitely be something to research, especially if you're traveling overseas.
Yeah. But I mean, that's great. Like I can never find, when I'm in the airport, I never get an outlet. Just doesn't happen. They're all taken.
Well, and if you bring one of these multi-plugs, the travel plugs with you, and you're in the airport, you will be everybody's best friend because you plug one of these in and then everybody gets extra plugs. So it's not just you that you're helping, but you're making it so that even more people are able to charge their devices. So it's a win-win.
Absolutely. You'll be, like you said, technology, and you're spreading the love. It's all good.
Yes, making friends everywhere. The Power Cube is another really fun option. It's big, it's colorful. Each one of the plugs comes in the color so that it's easy to see where you need to plug things in. They are each the 3-prong plugs on all 4 different sides of the Power Cube. And then as a bonus, on the top side of it are 2 USB outlets for devices.
Yeah.
So when you've got this plugged into the wall, you can have 4 actual plugs in, as well as 2 USB plugs. So you could be charging 6 different things at one time.
That's impressive.
If you're impressed with that, Julie, you'll love the next one. The Charge Hub plugs into a wall outlet or an automobile. So if you're finding that you're on a lot of road trips, or the person that you're gifting is traveling a lot on the road and needs to charge multiple devices, or their family goes on road trips, and then you've got the kids with their tablets watching movies, both mom and dad need to charge their items, and so you need plenty of different charging options. Well, this one gives you 7 USB charging options that you can use right there in your automobile or a wall outlet. There's plugins for both of those different options.
That's fantastic.
And then the last option for helping with plugs is something that anyone who has tried to work on multiple plugs around furniture, and then you've got cords everywhere and it's just a mess. The Pivot Power Flexible Surge Protector actually gives you a plethora of outlets, but what separates it from other surge protectors is that it will bend.
And everyone has got to watch this video. She is bending this for us now. This is wow.
So this way you can have the surge protector, instead of sticking out straight and being in your way, you can have it wrap around furniture. But even better than that, by having it bend, it means that the different actual 3-prong plugs are in different angles. So when you have your big chunky adapters and chargers that take up extra space, and a lot of times in regular surge protectors, you can't fit them side by side because they're too big and chunky. Well, they actually will go side by side in the Pivot Power Flexible Surge Protector because you give yourself different angles and different size dimensions. So then you no longer are wasting spots in your surge protector. I get so frustrated when I've got those straight surge protectors and the things that I'm trying to plug in, their adapters and their chargers, are just too big to go side by side. So these give you oversized spacing and different angles so that you really can plug everything you need in side by side.
I'm just sorry I'm not smart enough to come up with something that inventive.
Well, and that's, it was created through a company called Quirky. And one of the reasons that Quirky is one of my go-tos for tech gifts and unique tech needs is that Quirky actually takes people with inventive ideas, just your next door neighbor that has this great idea for solving a problem, and Quirky empowers those inventors to get their products into the market. So it's really amazing how this one company makes it so much easier for people to have those light bulb moments, and then instead of just keeping that idea in their back pocket, they can produce the item and get it into the market to help other people that could have those same problems.
Oh, good. I can't wait to check them out.
So these days, I would say that we all pretty much have a love-hate relationship with our mobile devices. We love them when they're working. We hate them when they're not working. But I'd imagine that most of us don't go many days without using them at some point. Well, that makes gifts related to our mobile devices especially popular. And A lot of people that have a tablet of some sort, one of the main frustrations I hear from them is it's an oversized smartphone, because I have the same typing issues with my tablet that I do with my smartphone. There's the on-screen one, but it's not big enough. It's too sensitive, yada, yada, yada. Well, both Logitech and Belkin offer keyboard folio options, so that you can actually attach your tablet to these with Bluetooth technology and use a real keyboard. There's nothing at this point that I can't do on my tablet that I can do on my laptop because of apps and because of this keyboard functionality. I'm able to actually connect my tablet into the space provided, which then connects to the keyboard, and Bluetooth technology allows this real keyboard with real keys and clicking functionality to connect to my tablet and make it so much easier to type while I'm either working or playing on the go. The functionality of my tablet has gone up exponentially by just using some of these keyboard options.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Another great option to make our mobile devices more handy is a smart wallet. It's a mobile card holder. All you do is you peel off the plastic pocket, affix it to the back of your smartphone, and it adds a silicone rubber wallet to the back of your smartphone. This is a wonderful gift for both men and women alike, but it's really helpful to cut down on all the needing the wallet in addition to the smartphone, because you can have your credit cards, your business cards, your ID, whatever those cards that you need to have handy, all here on the back of your smartphone. I was at my Wake Forest homecoming reunion recently, and they were handing them out, and so I fixed one to the back of my smartphone. I've been using it ever since, and I was a little worried that it wouldn't be very resilient, or that things would fall out of it, or that it would stop being attached to the back of my smartphone. But I'm amazed at how well they hold on and how well the items stay in the wallet itself.
See, I would use that for hiking, because we go once a week, and I don't like to take my full wallet. But, you know, I'm not going to leave the wallet in the car because there have been break-ins. So that would be a perfect solution, because someone's going to have a phone and need a wallet.
Absolutely. That's an excellent use for it, because when you're hiking, you don't want to have excess baggage that you're carrying around with you. You want to be as streamlined as possible. And this gives you a way, kind of 2 for 1. You've got both your wallet and your smartphone in one area. Now, we all know people that are notorious for letting their smartphone batteries go dead. And if your gift recipient is one of those individuals who just conveniently has a dead battery all the time, it might be nice to gift them a battery case. Mophie, Anchor, which is Anker, and Tilt Energy, which is TYLTENERGI, and Mophie is MOPHIE. Those all 3 offer excellent options for cases that actually have the backup battery in the case. So when you set your phone into it, you have the option of sliding the power on or off for the backup battery. So you don't have to use it all the time. You can keep this case on your phone and not be losing the charge on your backup battery. You just wait until your phone battery starts running low, and then switch over to the battery case's battery, and then you've got twice the amount of charge, because you've got your regular phone battery and then you've got your battery case as a backup option.
Oh, another gift from my mother.
Options are good.
Well, my mom's a realtor, and you know, they have switched. They still have lock boxes, but now and I don't know what it is. I don't think it's an app, but I know that you need your phone for some part of the process.
I also find that the connection areas on charging cords for mobile devices can oftentimes be a little more sensitive or not as resilient as the rest of the cord. So clip cable protectors come in various different colors. So you can pick from yellow, green, pink, white. These slide over the actual connection between the plug that goes into your device and the cord itself. So that way that sensitive area of the plug is reinforced. And you don't have to worry as much about disconnecting or becoming frayed and things like that. I've seen several instances where people's cords become no longer usable because they start coming apart and they'll no longer be able to feed a charge through it.
Yeah, I get in trouble with Tony, my husband, for that because he's like, it's bending. You got to put it flat straight. It's going to break. So good. I've got a stocking stuffer. Wow, I'm really scoring today.
Well, and we've also given him another backup plan so he doesn't have to worry about what the cord's doing.
Yes.
One of my pet peeves is how my screens on my mobile device are always getting just really dirty. And I was reading recently how the amount of germs that are on our mobile devices is sort of frightening when we think about it. And they're with us all the time. They're being tossed in our bags, they're tossed on the countertop, or they're in our back pocket. And so options to not only clean off the fingerprints, but also take away the nastiness that's on our devices so that they're more sanitary is a very good game plan. And I've got a couple of options that I like for that. AM Company has created a mist screen cleaner and microfiber sponge. It has both the antibacterial all-in-one spray and the microfiber cloth to clean off the computer screen or the tablet screen or the smartphone screen all in one device. When you slide it out of its case, you're able to press the top and have liquid come out of it. And then the actual body of it is the microfiber cloth. So once you've sprayed the liquid from the top, you wipe the actual screen with the mist screen cleaner and microfiber sponge, and this all-in-one helps to disinfect and clean your screen for your computer, your tablet, or your smartphone. However, if you'd rather avoid having liquids, there's a product called the Eye Roller Touch Screen Cleaner. It is liquid-free. It's a reusable option for removing oily fingerprints, smudges, as well as bacteria from any of your touchscreen devices. Once you unclick and roll up the cover, you've got the reusable area here that would just simply be able to wipe off the smudges and the bacteria from your devices. It's a really useful and portable option. Both of those are really great for keeping in your bag, in your car, wherever you need them on the go. I've got some clients that have them in the top drawer of their desk, in their glove box in their car, and one in their bag. So they've got them wherever they need them. But to take the disinfectant strategies up a notch, I have found something that is really quite cool. It's from Uncommon Goods, another one of those really fabulous websites to find unique items. But Uncommon Goods offers what's called Phone Soap Smartphone Sanitizer. You have this kind of box that you're able to plug in and keep on your desktop, your countertop, whatever. But when you open it up, you've got a slot to lay your smartphone in. When you close your smartphone into this box, as long as it's plugged in, it will use UV light as a safe and effective way of cleaning, sanitizing, and polishing your device. Good for any smartphone, and it actually has an area in the bottom of it to plug in your device so you can be charging your device as your device is being cleaned, sanitized, and polished. It's quite a fabulous all-in-one place. So I've got a lot of clients that now keep these maybe in their entryway or by their bed so that they put the device in as they're going to bed or coming in for the night, and then it's ready when they're ready to leave the next thing in the morning.
I need all of those options for my glasses. My glasses get smudged all the time.
And unfortunately, I've found with my glasses, I no sooner get them clean that they're getting dirty again. It's almost deflating because you realize it's almost not worth getting them clean. If the person that you are looking to gift is living with other individuals and they have similar looking cables for their mobile devices, you may want to look at vinyl labels from a company called Whooz. It's WHOOZ. These can be a welcome gift for folks that are tired of their roommates or their family members taking their charging cords and thinking that they were theirs. You put these on the cord to differentiate so people know which is their character or which is their design, and they can know at a glance, hey, that's my cord, that's not your cord. Alternatively, if the person that you're trying to gift likes to use their devices far away from an outlet, but they want to keep it plugged in, recharge, so it's reach and then arge, like recharge but recharge. It offers extended lengths of charging cords, and these are all with plugins that work for Android, iPad, and iPhone devices. So you're not limited to a certain brand, but there's different colors. Mine is green because I love that bright color, but they've got blue ones. They've got a different variety to match what your particular recipient might prefer. And you can easily get these from the Container Store, either in the store or on their website. But they give you, I mean, this one's 10 feet long, so it gives you a lot of distance to be able to sit in a chair on the couch and have your device plugged up across the room from you.
Soothe your soul with our customized aromatherapy blends designed to support you in clearing clutter. Our unique blends include space clearing, Zen mind, serenity, awareness, natural awakening, loving kindness, gratitude, forgiveness, blissful balance, and present time, which will become your favorite. Learn more at reawakenyourbrilliance.com.
How many folks do we know that like something that is compact and can easily fit in their bag for a charge, but that may not need to be attached to the phone? Well, Hyper offers Pearl. The company is Hyper. The device is Pearl. It's this little round compact device that comes with a mirror built into it. If you're someone that, well, there's two different options. If you need it for looking at yourself in the mirror, you've got that option. If you're hiking and need to use it to start a fire, you've got that option from the mirror reflecting the sunlight. But what's great about it is that you've got these plugs. So this is a device to use as a charging device for your on the go. So if you're out and about, your smartphone or your tablet starts to run low, you can plug it in, not just a mirror, it's a charging device. And it also has the option of adding a light, because all of the white around the mirror adds a light option. You can turn on LED lit lights inside of it. So that gives people an easy to toss in your bag option for both a mirror and a charging device for your mobile devices. Although I personally use my Grid It from Cocoon to organize my tech-related devices, so my gadgets, my gizmos, and all their accessories, the ways in which this marvelous tool can be used are absolutely limitless. Depending on your individual gift recipient's needs, golfers could use this to keep extra tees organized, a divot repair tool, ball markers, maybe even an extra golf ball on here. And there are plenty of little objects that new parents need on the go, which can be secured in their family bag with this particular tool. It is designed in different sizes, so you've got different options for different needs. And no matter what size you pick, it's a grid work of little rubber-lined elastics. So you can slide your different accessories, tools, gadgets, gizmos in all of the different rubber-lined ways, and they're organized, they're all together, they're portable, but better yet, they don't slip and slide. So as you're tossing this in and out of bags or in and out of your car or between different spaces in which you need the contents, you know that this rubber is holding those in place, and you don't have to worry about losing anything.
I'm getting all my gift shopping done. You gotta get, I mean, that would be great for my father who golfs.
Well, and I also find it helpful for a lot of my female clients that have all sorts of, lipstick, breath mints, all sorts of different loose items that they would normally just toss in their purse. If they put them in one of these Cocoon Grid Its, then they're all contained. They can easily pull it out, but lots of different size options from the teeny tiniest up to the biggest, and it would match whatever that gift recipient's needs might be.
This is great. See, it's why I have you on. I learn stuff from you all the time.
This one is probably one of the more unique items that few people are aware of, but I'm hoping that it'll grow in popularity. Anytime our car batteries go dead, we're used to needing another vehicle that we can connect ours to, and then we can use jumper cables to charge our battery back up. Well, now we have an alternative. Juno Jumper is the most portable smart jump starter available. It offers a battery pack that connects to your car's battery, same jumper cables you're used to, but instead of using the jumper cables to connect your car battery to another car's battery, this uses the jumper cables to connect your car's battery to this jump starting battery pack. And so you can use just this device to jumpstart your car, and it's that easy. This would be an ideal gift for anybody that travels regularly, or a single parent that may be out on the road with kids late at night and might need an option for security's sake, but particularly folks that drive alone, this is a great option to be able to charge their own dead battery instead of having to worry about help from a stranger that may or may not be a safe option.
Oh, that's, to me, that wow. I had my car battery died last year at the library of all places. Now, I was fortunate that my husband was home. I've been single most of my life. I've driven cross country by myself. And this is from a safety perspective, peace of mind. That's gold.
I have started keeping one in my car, and I'm extremely grateful to have found it because you just never know what scenarios are going to pop up. And I'm also a huge fan of almost all types of different music. So as a huge music fan, I'm a huge fan of the iHome Bluetooth mini speaker. It just by using Bluetooth technology, I can pair it with Android devices, BlackBerry devices, iPad devices, or iPhone devices. The volume is adjusted on the mobile device that's been paired with this, and the battery for this particular mini speaker is rechargeable. So you can use it. My niece got married and we did an engagement party, and so we did it out on by Lake Norman and had these interspersed throughout the backyard, and then that way we were able to use our devices to pair with the actual Bluetooth speakers. And you would never imagine they're as tiny as they are based off the great sound quality and volume that you're able to get out of them. It was really remarkable. But they can be used just in your office or in your home. Maybe you like to have music while you're cooking, so you could leave it in the kitchen, or you could have them around your house and have different music going on. But very great quality and lots of fun colors. So there's definitely options.
Oh, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to buy something for myself.
Give and give alike, right?
Definitely.
Since the holidays are a peak time for traveling, the next item I'm going to talk about is a good gift, not only to give others, but also yourself. So while we're talking about gifting yourself, I want to talk about Pacsafe. It's Pacsafe. These are RFID blocking tools, and there's a couple of different options. So what they're finding now is that people are actually able to use devices to steal your credit card information just by having it in your wallet next to the person with the device. They use RFID technology to steal your information. Therefore, Pacsafe has these for passport protectors as well as a credit card sleeve. These are very, very important security tools to protect your passport information and your credit card information from being stolen by people just passing by you with these technological tools that could steal your information. As long as your passport and your credit card are in the appropriate sleeves from Pacsafe, your information is safe and secure. Finally, although it's not a tech-related tool, the Pocket Monkey fits in your wallet. It's TSA compliant, so it can fly with you during your holiday travels, and it performs 12 different functions. Yes, this little device that fits in your wallet performs 12 different functions. It includes a bottle opener, flat and Phillips head screwdrivers, a phone kickstand, an orange peeler, hex wrenches, earbuds wrap, so you can wrap your earbuds around it if you don't want to have one of the other options we talked about, a letter opener, a ruler, a straight edge, and even a door latch slip. So this is definitely, I gave these for Christmas last year. I'll probably give them again to some people this year for Christmas, but it's a hugely productive tool that I encourage everybody to keep with you all the time, but also you can take it even through the airport. It's TSA compliant.
I mean, that's it right there, because, you know, that's such a hassle. I mean, that's fantastic. I had never heard, I mean, wow. I'm excited.
Yay! I'm happy to help. I'm glad these were useful items.
Looking to change your life? Are you ready to release all your clutter, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual? Our Declutter Your Life is a year-long how-to, go at your own pace workbook course to guide you through the process of clearing clutter, also available by 3-month individual topic. Learn more at reawakenyourbrilliance.com.
I'm almost afraid to ask this question because it's too bad I'm interviewing Emily. I'm going to have to watch this because I have to go through and get my Christmas list started. But do you have any other thoughts on really cool, groovy, clutter-free gifts?
So I'm glad that you asked that, because while my go-to resources for finding unique, useful, and tech-related gifts are usually the Container Store, the Grommet, which is Grommet, and Uncommon Goods. Yes, I know we're used to saying common, but Uncommon Goods. Those three are really great websites for finding unique, useful, and tech-related gifts. I've also started finding some more unique websites that I think would be great for each of the listeners or viewers that are joining us today to kind of shop around this holiday season and just see if there's a unique find that would match your folks that you're trying to find gifts for. I would encourage you to check out shutupandtakemymoney.com. I know that sounds really bizarre, but that's actually the name. It's shutupandtakemymoney.com. There's another one called opensky.com. There's another one called thegadgetflow.com. Another is fancy.com. And then last but not least is awesomeclaws.com. So awesome claws, like Santa Claus, awesomeclaws.com. I encourage you, use each site's filtering options to make the gift options a little less overwhelming. They all offer tons and tons of unique options, but there really are some very cool gift ideas floating between those sites.
Oh, Shut Up and Take My Money is my definite favorite of those. I can't wait to check those out. What is one last tip for people to eliminate clutter during the holiday season?
Time is a very limited resource. And when you say yes to doing something, you are inherently saying no to doing something else. It's not possible to get that time back. There are a limited number of minutes in the day, and we have to be strategic about using it. So therefore, in planning for this holiday season, I want you to take some time up front to prioritize your goals for the upcoming holiday season. Determine now what are those activities that are must-do items for you, your family, or your group of friends, and be comfortable turning down opportunities that are going to make it more difficult for you to accomplish those priority activities. What I have found over the years is that doing less during the holiday season enables me to better enjoy what I'm doing and keep my stress levels low. So I would encourage others to just kind of think about how limited your time is and what are those traditions or those holiday activities that you want to invest time in doing this year.
I love that. You know, I wrote a blog once called Just Because you've done it every year and every holiday season doesn't mean you have to. What is it that you want to do? What would you like to choose to do?
Absolutely. That just because is a hugely important question to ask.
Now, Emily, tell us what you've got going on, how people can find more information, ebooks, all that good stuff that I know you've got going on.
Just by visiting my website at organizeforsuccess.biz, you can connect with me on social media. You can find links to my blog posts, both of which feature free tips and tidbits about implementing the best resources for driving your desired results. Then, if anybody is seeking one-on-one consulting, consider my Pit Stop package or my technology tune-up, where I work with individuals either face-to-face or via video conference to ensure that you are utilizing all the available tools for you to organize for success. Under upcoming events on my website, there are details about the courses that I teach at North Carolina State University's Technology Training Solutions Unit, as well as workshops I'll be offering in Raleigh. And if you don't find what you're seeking on my website, just let me know. I have the contact information to reach me at the bottom of each page on my website, and I will happily customize something for your specific needs. The bottom line is that each day we are gifted with only 1,440 minutes. I help you make every minute matter, and I succeed when you succeed. So please take a moment to look at the free resources on my website and let me know if there's any other way that I can help you out.
That's wonderful. I mean, I love that. Make every minute matter. Because if you're making every minute matter, you're living a clutter-free life. And tell you, if you're looking for work-life integration, definitely check Emily out. She's going to help you figure it out.
Thank you so much, Julie. It's my pleasure.
All right, everyone. You know what? You're welcome, because I think you probably have your whole Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, solstice, you have your whole gift list here. Go out, clear some clutter to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire.
Thanks for listening to Clearing the Clutter Inside and Out. Sign up for our newsletter and receive a free copy of our 10 clutter-free living tips. Ready to create the life you choose, deserve, and desire? Learn about Julie's services, including coaching, classes, affirmations, aromatherapy, and her unique How to Declutter Your Life course and more at reawakenyourbrilliance.com. Don't forget to subscribe and join us next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.